Hello summoners, welcome back to another damage comparison video. This one was suggested by Sudhan S on my Discord server, and I've done a video where I've compared quaking and shaking versus quaking and baking, which is basically like parry style versus dex style. And damage output wise, I don't quite remember, but I think like logically it would make sense for the parrying one to be a little bit faster, because that way you will be able to have more aftershocks on the opponent, because he's going to be parried so like stunned for that duration, and you can charge your heavy, whereas in that you have to dex. And it wasn't a very big difference if I remember correctly, but I'll add the link in the card or something if you want to check that out, or you can just search for it. Now this one is playing her normally as like a 5-hit combos, special 2s versus I'm gonna go for parry and like the parry style quaking, because I find it easier. If you kind of know how to reparry, then it's pretty much the same thing, I guess. Like the timing is not that bad, and in situations where you don't really care about block damage that much, you can do this. Like all you're gonna do take is parry damage, or if you miss it you're gonna take block damage, whereas in the other one is definitely more riskier, where yeah, in a perfect case scenario you're taking no damage unless you're running suicides, which I recommend running suicides and stuff like Alliance for if you have maybe 3 or 4 fights with her and you're willing to use potions. Sure, go ahead. But a kind of big part for me about this character is that you don't take any damage, because damage output wise, yeah, do keep in mind that she has class disadvantage here, but even then her damage output is not great. It's above average, I'd say. Overall pretty average for a good character, and Quake is considered to be the best champion in the game, and damage is definitely not the reason for it. There are a lot of reasons for it, but damage is one thing I would say she lacks if you are comparing her to other characters that make that, you know, the highest tier in every tier list. But what she lacks in damage, she makes up for that in not even utility, in the cheese factor. Like you can pretty much ignore the nodes and stuff. Like take a look here, when we are doing the parry style, we're not giving him any power, so it doesn't really matter what special attack animation he has. You don't need to learn to dex it, because he's never gonna get it unless the character has power gain, where you probably should not use Quake anyways. And there are counters, but not that many. Like I remember for a long time people were stuck on fights and they asked for advice, and a lot of people just said just Quake it, because that's how good she is, especially in my opinion in Act 6. I haven't used her in Act 7, but in Act 6 she does pretty much all of it. Like obviously there are going to be some fights where she is not going to do great, but she can, and for every fight is the same fight with Quake, which is a good thing and a bad thing in my opinion. Like it can get boring for some people. A lot of people do not like her playstyle at all, but you can't deny that she can do things no other character can. And even we were at 1%, by the way. She is kind of suicide friendly in the way that you usually are not gonna use your special attacks and no recoil damage. But that's gonna do it for this one. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Subscribe to the channel. Stay safe. Have a good one, and bye bye.